It helps if I'm actually recording. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Laynie and I am so glad you are here. Does anyone else just feel like the amount of new perfumes coming out is truly crazy? It's madness. I kind of want them all. There's so many new ones that I am so intrigued, you know, I want to try them all. But I am trying to spend my coin wisely. I don't want to overbuy full bottles blindly because I don't want to end up with a bunch of duds. There is just too many right now to risk that. But you know I had to pick up some samples. So over the next couple weeks, I am going to share with you my thoughts on some very hyped new releases in the fragrance world. So I hope you are excited, because I have been so excited to try these out. Today we are going to talk about Gucci Gorgeous Orchid. Yes, you know I had to. When I hear vanilla, I've got to try it. So if you enjoy fragrance content, beauty content, and a little bit of lifestyle content, make sure you click that subscribe button. Join the fam, you won't regret it. And now let's talk. In case you're curious, I have really good luck finding samples on Mercari and Etsy. I always make sure they have some good reviews before making any purchases because I want to be sure I'm getting the real deal. But there are definitely tons of samples out there you could purchase. I really don't understand why more mega fragrance companies don't offer samples. I don't understand. It's probably because they don't want us to know what it smells like before. They want us to buy the whole bottle and then live with our disappointment forever. I totally had to grab this fragrance. There was a couple of reasons, honestly. First of all, I loved the yellow bottle. It's so pretty, it's so eye-catching, it's so fun and summery. I do love a good yellow. I don't wear it often, but I really do enjoy the color yellow. And then they had to go and put Miley Cyrus in the campaign with the song Flowers. Oh my gosh, I was all in. And I was so close to picking up the full bottle blindly, but we have our vacation. And I was like, girl, you're being wise, you're being responsible, you're planning for vacation. Don't do it. So I didn't, but I did pick up the sample. This one is different than I expected. I can't lie. It really is quite different than I expected. This fragrance on Fragrantica only has 3 notes, which is kind of interesting. Vanilla, orchid, and ozonic notes. I will tell you where my head was at when I saw the notes. I was thinking it was going to be a very fluffy vanilla, just like a super lightweight vanilla. When this first opens, I would think there is citrus in here, and I feel like I watched a video by Karina Waldron where she said there was citrus in the opening, and I was kind of like caught off guard because I was like, that's not what it says on Fragrantica. But I really do get what she's saying. It's not a super like lemony or limey. It's just something about the brightness, the sparkliness in the beginning that makes me think citrus in the opening. A lot of people also compare this to a banana fragrance. I can see what they're saying, honestly. It's not like Comte Sud Pacifique. I don't speak French. I'm sure I just butchered all of that. It's not that banana. It's not banana Laffy Taffy. If you don't like banana fragrances, this is not so banana-y that I think you'd be like, oh, that smells like I'm wearing a banana. This is definitely a vanilla fragrance, but I do see that little bit of a banana tone, if you will, in there. This is very bright and happy. This is very feminine, but honestly, I could see the right guy wearing this. It would have to be a guy who truly loves a vanilla sugary fragrance. I think this will technically be more appealing to most women, but I could see the right guy wearing it. I almost get a little touch, just like, I mean barely, like a soft dusting of something green in there. And I think that probably comes from the vanilla orchid. This is a very smooth fragrance, and I do think that's the vanilla orchid again, plus the vanilla coming together to make a very smooth, creamy fragrance. This is very sweet without being cloying. I honestly think this is a great summer fragrance. It's not so sweet you're off put in the high heat. I do think this is a fragrance that could work all year because it is a very dense vanilla. And I think that's what caught me off guard, is with it having those ozonic notes, I thought this was going to be very fluffy, almost like a marshmallow or cotton candy, like that very whimsical, fluffy, soft vanilla. This is pretty darn dense. When I wear this, don't ask me why, but this is what I kept thinking. And I mean, I put a dent in my sample. When I wear this, I feel like I have put on a vanilla fragrance and then sat in a very humid setting, or I live in a humid climate, which I do, but it's like I'm wearing a vanilla fragrance in a humid setting. It feels thick. It almost feels a little, I don't want to use the word wet. It's not wet, but if you've ever been to a humid climate or you live in a humid climate, you know that feeling of when you walk outside and it's a super humid day and the air truly feels thick. Like people will say, I feel like I could cut it with a knife. That is the type of vibe I get from this. Almost like a very soft stick of butter. I was hoping for super duper fluffy. I honestly really do enjoy the scent of this. The type of vanilla in there is beautiful because it doesn't go frosting. It's just a beautiful, rich vanilla. I think the vanilla orchid plays beautifully with the vanilla note to keep it from going that frosting cake route. It truly smells like a vanilla perfume. It's not just an edible vanilla. Those ozotic notes do make it very sunny and happy, mood uplifting, and for how dense it is, it's not super powerful on me. Maybe that's a me thing. I do feel like some fragrances don't perform on me how they do other people. When I was wearing this, I only received one comment. Now I did have someone tell me, oh, you smell really lovely, and I was wearing this, so obviously people can smell it, but I feel like it sits in a pretty close scent bubble. It's not a super projector. The longevity is a little lacking for full price worthy for me. I also feel like this is a bit almost overdone. I had trouble going that far just because I love a vanilla. Like vanilla is the note for me that is so hard to dislike, but I have a lot of vanillas in my collection. I feel like in my collection, this could get sat on the shelf and kind of get lost then in the background. I kind of forget about it. This is, I feel like, the perfect kind of vanilla for someone who maybe is starting out in perfume, so you don't have a ton of vanillas, or you want to gift a fragrance to someone who loves a vanilla fragrance. This is an easy like. It truly is an easy to like fragrance. I don't think there's anything in here that anyone is going to be like, oh my gosh, I hate that. It's very, very likable. I do really enjoy smelling it though. It almost goes into the realm of like a plug-in diffuser, if you will. This has kind of that oily, thick smell to it. Truly, it's like an oily smell. 1 out of 10 rating. I would say this is a 7.5, maybe 8 for me. It's, again, very likable, very vanilla. You can't go wrong there. Honestly, like sitting here smelling it, I'm like, I could smell this all day. Have you guys tried Gucci Gorgeous Orchid? I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What were your first impressions? Did you purchase a full bottle? Definitely let me know and everyone else down below. I love seeing you guys interact with one another in the comment section, so definitely leave your thoughts. Make sure you check back because I have some other really exciting reviews coming for you, and I can't wait to see you next time. As always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Mwah. Bye-bye.